This will be my first talk video. I wanted to bring some discussion videos on my channel where you can learn a little bit more about me and also just sharing my experiences. Hopefully it can help you, and also with your comments below, share some advice, not just for me but everyone else that may take the time to read that. So in this particular video, I will be just going over what I'm expecting this year, how my 2019 was. So right now that is 2020. I am looking a little bit more hopeful. I get into that later on. So I won't be going into too much detail, but you'll get the gist and you can fill in the blank with your experiences as well. So in 2019, last year, I had faith, right, on this particular thing. I put weight on it. I did pray and ask God for it. I put weight on it and I just moved with it. You know, faith without works is dead kind of thing. But to be honest with myself, I did not wait for an answer. So one thing I like to stress is that you don't command God anything. He's God, you know what I mean? When you ask, you're literally asking a question, not because you're asking for it means you're gonna get it or get it in the way that you are expecting it. And also the answer can be no, because God's gonna do things that are in your best interest. So I did ask. It felt good to me. I was excited about it. You know, I would see a benefit of it. You can just add on all those eyes on it. And I felt it was a good thing. There was nothing wrong. I went ahead and put weight on it because I felt like, okay, you know, God's going to move on this. Let me tell you, did he give me some kind of confirmation? Not really, you know. Let me tell you, moving ahead instead of waiting on God's answer is going to cost you a lot. Take it from me. Long story short, I entered a period of suffering, and I'm the type of person, when I'm suffering, I'm miserable, I'm sad, I'm gonna go through the motions. I cannot front. I cannot, you know, count it all joy like what James said in the Bible. No, I cannot. You gonna tell I'm suffering. I'm be mad the whole entire time I'm suffering, because I am suffering. I can't fake it, you know what I mean? But I know what he mostly meant is that, you know, my perspective should be different because, you know, as Paul said, it builds endurance, right? The suffering phase, you know, my heart was hardened because I was thinking like, oh, I thought God was going to move on this. Oh, you know, did he let me down? Of course, he didn't let me down. He didn't say he was going to do it in the first place. It was my will. I was following, not God's will. You know what I mean? And boy, oh boy, is it better to follow God's will for you and not follow your will. We don't know the future, you know what I mean? We can't tell what's going to happen or what's going to be better for us. So yeah, lesson learned. My heart kind of hardened because I was sad, because, you know, I felt a little let down or disappointed, should I say. So, you know, my heart was a little bit hardened, and I remember the day when it hit me hard, I was just like out of it, right? Just very sad and low. And then I went to Publix, which is this grocery store, and I was about to walk into Publix, and there was a guy there, probably, I don't know, you know, sometimes people in front of stores are either selling something, want you to sign something, whatever, you know. So I just did not, of course, you know, I was not in the mood to be bothered at all. So, you know, I believe he was trying to get my attention, or he was trying to get someone's attention to, you know, probably sell something. So I kind of like ignored him and went into the store. And upon coming out the store, you know, he was saying, ma'am, you know, trying to get my attention. I was just trying to ignore him because I don't want to be bothered, especially at that time. And he just said, God still loves you. And my heart was so hardened that I did not receive that. Like, even though I was very, like, my wall was up at that time because I was hurt. I felt like heartbroken. Like, God was still trying to show me some love, you know. You know, I still love you, don't worry. After all what you're thinking right now, all that stuff, I still love you, you know. You know how God is, you know, God is so good like that. So yeah, it was not in a, I was not in a great place. So dealing with the consequences of, you know, following my own will. It was tough, you know, stressful. I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was, of course, trying to think, what happened? What did I do wrong? You know what I mean? So something like that, tragic. It's like, you know, a tragic experience to me. That what did I do wrong? So I know what not to do in the future, because I felt like it just totally made my life go down for the worse or whatever. Like, I did not see a way out of it. I don't know how to fix it. Well, I can't fix it, you know, because I put my weight on this one thing that I should have waited on. Lesson learned, people. Lesson learned. Wait before you go ahead and jump, rush into anything, and blow all your options or whatever your issue might be. So again, I was confused because it's not like I did anything wrong or anything like that. I definitely know for sure I should have waited and get confirmation. I'm telling you, after that incident, I was like, next time I'm just gonna get in it with information, because I'm not sure. I'm like, I'm gonna get in it now. Like, I want confirmation before I move on something. I'm gonna wait for that confirmation before I move on anything big again, you know. So when I was originally thinking about making this video, it was just about to be New Year's. So of course, my 2020, because of the setback that I had last year, my 2020 was looking, I was like, I just want to try to survive. I just want to make it. That's how bad it was. But the 1st of January, I started the Daniel fast. And for those who don't know the Daniel fast is basically you will eat mostly fruits and veggies, all natural products, nothing from a can, no sugars, no nothing. I didn't even chew gum. I'm like the gum queen. I couldn't have gum. There's no meat, there's no animal byproducts, so there's no dairy, there's no eggs, no nothing like that. You can get your protein from eating nuts and so on. That's what, you know, my go-to is. And for sweetness, I'll eat, like, you know, apples and so on. It's doable, because as long as you cook and prepare your food, it's just perfectly fine. So I decided to do the Daniel fast, and my fasting was for, you know, God to move in the areas, in the plenty areas that I need him to move. January. Tomorrow, therefore, will be the last day, because the Daniel fast only goes for 21 days. If you want to do it longer, you know, more power to you, but it's known to be for 21 days. And I have to say, I'm glad I took time to make this video, because then I can let you know what happened in between that time. So since this fast, and therefore since the beginning of the year, my bills, because I had financial difficulties, my bills, or should I say extra payments, that I didn't know how I was going to make it, God gave me opportunity to come my way for it to be cut in half, literally. Not over exaggerating. It was cut in half. Therefore, it relieved so much stress off my life. I was able to breathe and relax, and I had hope for the future, had hope to plan. I was able to make some other moves, like buy a car for a family member of mine, for them to be able to get a job. They got their license in this month. They got all the stuff that they need to be provided for this month. And I bet you by the end of this month, they'll get the job that they've been waiting for months. So it's been whatever, basically all the stuff I'm praying for is just coming through. And this month, going through this fast and going through this month, it just gave me more hope and opportunity for my life. For this month, I've found to make some of my passions, you know, to be not just a side hustle, but to bring some income out of my passions, to make it feasible for me to do so, and to do it the right way. So many other things just happened in this past 20 days that just lift my spirit. Like, God just gave me so much more hope. So to see this year starting out like so well, not being able to foresee all of this happening, and in this short amount of time, me thinking about it, like that was in 20 days, wow. And just, you know, all these things, I have so much more hope. I just, you know, feel a lot more relaxed, and I'm looking forward to see how God moves throughout this year. So my outlook at first was not as positive, but now I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. I'll definitely update you more on that now that I'm doing some chat and talks on this channel. So one of my spiritual mentors is Miss Kathy Johnson. I will link one of her videos below. She's awesome. She speaks about, you know, going through suffering, what you should do. She also covers what to do during a fast, and talks about topics such as receiving your blessings, what can prevent you from, you know, receiving your blessings, and so many more. Just stay tuned. So I'll put a link to her YouTube channel down below so you can go ahead and check her out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. If you want to share some of your experiences and what you do, and you know, something to provide encouragement or lift each other up, you can put that down below, and subscribe to see more AJ Talk or anything else on my channel that you want to see.